through his Facebook page or his Twitter page. Okay. From my understanding, from the information coming from IPOBM branch on this particular issues, the incident of the Chinese, which include our brothers that brought them to invest in our place and their workers, happened in Ehal along Onitsha Owerri Road. And according to the information, intelligence information, these people was taken to Osehitu camp in the valley. Then the second incident of the investors from Korea, it happened in Iwacha, which they call Port Harcourt. Now, I want to make our people to understand something. From the day our leader Mazi and Kanu started to call for our people to return home to invest, at least to bring 80% of the investment back home. That was the day this evil plan against investors coming to our land, even including our own people, that was the day the evil plan started. Because, see, these people are looking at us that we don't know what we are doing. If you look at Nigeria today, the people investing in Nigeria are the Igbo Biafran people. Go to Lagos. 80% of infrastructures you see in Lagos belong to the Igbo Biafrans. The Igbo Biafrans alone make 45 to 50% of the population in Lagos. Anybody doubting what I'm saying, travel to Lagos now and see how empty Lagos is upon the reality that many of our people did not go home to East for Christmas. But go to Lagos and see how scanty Lagos is. Until January, Lagos will start to have crowd. Because Biafrans are the people invested in Lagos. If you go to Abuja, 80% of infrastructures in Abuja belong to the Igbo Biafrans. The same thing with Kanu, the same thing with Kaduna, the same thing with the major cities in Nigeria. Now, for our leader Mazi and calling our people to bring their investment home, the power that be, they don't need it. Because they know if our people bring their investments home and they find out that whatever business they are doing in the Lagos, in Abuja, in Kanu, in Kaduna, in other places, if they bring it home, the same people buying those products from them will still come to Igbo land and buy it. And that will be the end of the road of investing in other part of Nigeria. Them knowing this, they conspired with some interesting parties in our land. Those that have the mindset of give me money, I will kill my brother. Especially the politicians. They join hands with them to start to make our place to look like our place is not conducive for investment, that our place is full of insecurity, that if you come to East, you will be killed, or you will be kidnapped, or something bad might happen to you. That is the reason why you are seeing all these things happening. And before them discover that IPOB under Mazi and Kanu ESM is in charge of the security of the East, and the people being behind them, which is the IPOB. Who is IPOB? IPOB means Indigenous People of Biafra, which means that every living thing in the land is IPOB. We are indigenous people. The people are behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The people are behind ESN. That's why ESN have the obligation of securing our place. And they have been doing it, and they will keep on doing it. Now, them knowing this, they have to create something that I can qualify as third-party group, interest group that they can work with. All these things you see happening in Ihala, Anambra South, Olu Zone, the whole old of Olu Zone, like I said before, is politically motivated because some politicians are benefiting from it. Around January, February, March, April, May of this year 2023, if you can go to screw up all the press release of IPOB issued by Mazi Powerful, you will see that there are some press releases that the names of politicians in Imo State that are behind what is happening in Olu Zone was published. Their full names, including their telephone numbers. But because of IPOB is involved, some people want to demonize IPOB. Some people want to tarnish the image of ESM. Some people want to bring up some cases that will help them not to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that has never committed any crime known to Nigerian law, known to international law, just for them to keep him because he is telling them the truth. That is why you see them, they never do anything regards to that investigation report published. Had it been that this Abuja followed up with that particular press release, what is happening in Imo State today could have been a thing of the past. But they don't want to do it because it serves them better as far as the image of IPOB is being tarnished through that way. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being implicated for them to keep on holding him, and the ESL is being demonized. It's okay for them. They don't care about the life of our people. They don't care. All this thing happening is politically motivated. They don't want investors to come to our land because they know that our land is the final destination for investors. They know very well. They know. And they don't want it because they hate us. They hate us to the level that they don't want us to breathe. That is why if you look at the government policies, every policies they put on the table, they must make sure that this policy is 60% running against Igbo Biafrans and their businesses, just to bring us down. Okay? But one thing they forget to understand is that the oil is already on our head. And it was the milk of the God, the Creator. No man can take it away from us. Go around the world, we are everywhere, we are selling. If we can have people like Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Chimamanda Adichie, Ejiofor of Nollywood, our brother, the brain behind the modern day computer under Microsoft, Emma Valley. If we can have all the best graduates around the world in every university, why can't these people understand that we are the light and the oil and the salt of the world? You can't bring us down. You can't. The more you try to bring us down, the more we are selling higher. You can't do it. It is the mercy of the God Almighty.
Mazi Benjamin, according to your response. Wait, let me hear. According to your response, Mazi Benjamin, you said something about we being the salt of the world and we have the best graduate around the globe concerning, and the Nigerian government knew all these things. Every policy, according to you, every policy they make sure that the policy must be against the Igbo Biafrans. Now, this made me to remind me about the situation of the history of Israel, the Israelites, when they were facing the same similar intimidation before the war. Now, since this thing is being channeled or championed by the Nigerian government through British, why won't the politicians give total support of referendum so that our people, because I was discussing with somebody, I said, where we are today, if we have been a nation by this EA will not see the back of that particular place called Biafra. Nobody will know EA because we will be ahead of them. Because of what I know, the human development and human capacity that I am convinced, because I know what is going on in abroad. Most of units where things are happening, you will find our people there, being professors, being champions. In terms of productions, you will see a Biafran, Igbo Biafrans, being at the head of that particular department, championing. Most of our people, you don't hear their names. Like what sometimes I said, people who always flood into social media are poor people. Sorry to use that word. I say the main rich and wealthy people in this world, they are not on social media. They are not interested. They are living their life very quietly. So I don't know how are we going to convince our politicians to support referendum, because these are the things. That is why they call them politicians. Look at what the people want. The people want this. Look at what they are demanding. What do I call it? The duty of the politicians is to take the demand of the people they are representing. Let me tell you something now. Let me say something here right now. Politicians have no right of making their own demand. That is the rules and regulations of being a politician. That's why you are a public figure. If you want to have a private life, you must stay away from political corridor. Moment you are to step into a political corridor, that means you have exposed yourself to a public life, which is the public may take decision of how you live. But in Nigeria, they will tell you the politicians have the power to tell the people what they want. What they want is what they are giving to the people. But it's not that in a developed world, the people are the ones controlling the politicians. There are something that happened here 3 years ago. A senator that's representing this zone that I'm living, that is the area I'm living here, they call the place HAUSA-SERVICE. He promised them that one canal there. He promised them that if they elect him as a senator, that he will help them clean that canal and they construct something, a relaxation center where people can be relaxing on the edges of those canals in the evening. They signed this agreement and they voted him in. A year gone, 2 years gone, 3 years gone, this man did not fulfill that particular, he did not bring, and they keep on inviting him to come for them to discuss. Immediately his 4 years finished, he came back to campaign. I don't know, most of you may see that on the internet, but you may not draw your attention. Do you know what the people did? Police were there. That's what I tell you, but the police of the developed world always be with their people. They are not with politicians, they are not protecting the politicians, they don't care. What they care about is their own people, the safety of their own people. The police were there. They called the man. When the man was talking that he will do it this time, he's going to do that thing, he promised that, and they said no, that was not our agreement. Our agreement that as we let you in, this is the first project you will do before any other project. Why did you abandon this particular project? They called him. The place, that canal was dirty and there was dirty water there. They called him to walk into that canal. Are you hearing me? They said, walk into that canal. We want to see you walking inside that dirty canal. And they forced the man, because they didn't know the capacity of what people can do to him. The man was trying to beg them. They said, walk in there. We are commanding you to walk inside there. And the man walked in there. They told him, oh yeah, continue moving inside that canal. The man were moving. They start stoning the man. They start stoning him before police now intervene. And they protect the man out. And that was the end of the political career of that particular man. So what I'm saying here now, I don't know where our people got this orientation of being you a politician, they become boss over everybody. This is like, I am confused sometimes when I see the attitude of Nigerian politicians. I say, does the people representing the people or people now working for them? Because they have made the people to believe that they are the boss, not the people anymore. And these are the people that you say that they send to you message. They will come out and say, they elected me. Elected you means sending you message. So how can my messenger now become a boss to me? So my messenger is automatically becoming a boss. Even when he's coming, he comes with police and flog me. Who is his master? Who sent him message? So messenger now is the one now flogging masters who sent him message. So please, I will like you to enlighten our people towards this area. Then there is a very important question I will ask you. Please make it fast. God bless you.
Thank you, my dear brother. There is difference between capital A and the footprint of cow leg. European countries was designed for the politicians to serve the people, which is the right thing, which is the right way it's supposed to be. But in times of Africa, and especially Nigeria, what we have every 4 years or every 8 years is gang of criminals, fraudsters, and bandits. The first question is that who even elected them in the first place? Nobody elected them. They are there based on the allegiance they placed in Sokoto and the Jabode. That's why they're there. We don't have politicians. What we have are criminals. We don't have politicians in Nigeria. That's why Nigeria is not working. And that is why Nigeria will never work. As far as this system being imposed by the British, the hater of black people, the number one racist country in the world is Britain. They hate black people. They hate black people. Look at all the country being colonized by that satanic country called Britain. There's no life there. South Africa is managing to survive because of the sacrifice of Mandela and his group. They fought for it. Sponsored and nurtured by the British government. Yes, that is what it is. That is why Nigeria will never succeed. Nigeria will never survive. Because the more you see the corrupt idiots we call politicians thriving in the system, the more the British bank smile.